Hi guys, welcome to Keeping It Simple Crafts. Today we are going to be making a pumpkin flower arrangement. So for this arrangement you're going to need a pumpkin, and we had a hard time finding a pumpkin yesterday. We went to Walmart and Lowe's and we ended up finding this pretty pumpkin at a little small like a farmer's market type place, but he told us that this one was called Porcelain Doll, so I think it's really pretty. I didn't want just an orange one, I wanted something a little different. So we picked up one pumpkin, and then while we were at Walmart, I picked up 2 of the packages of the fresh flowers, and I think one bouquet was like $9 and the other bouquet was around $4. So you'll need your pumpkins, flowers, you're going to need some wet foam, and this came from Hobby Lobby. You're going to need some kind of plastic container for the foam to sit in and for the water. And we are not going to be carving our pumpkin, but if you are going to carve yours, you'll want to flip your container over, trace the shape of your container, and then when you cut it out, don't cut quite as big as your container shape. That way your little container will sit in the hole and not fall in the hole. Okay, and you'll want to, if you're doing like I am and not carving your pumpkin, my husband cannot stand the smell of pumpkin, so I'm not carving mine, but you'll want to make it where your stem is level, or as level as you can get it. And then I'm also adding this little wreath to mine, and it came from Hobby Lobby also, and it's in the Christmas section. And I think that's about it. You'll need some scissors, and I also have some of these foam mounting dots, but you can use these or your hot glue gun. So give us just a second. You will want to carefully cut your wet foam to fit in your container, and then you'll just set your foam in some water and let it soak up the water that way for a few minutes, and then pour out the extra water. And also I forgot to get some of the waterproof tape, but you really need some waterproof tape so that your foam, to tape across on both sides so that it makes it nice and stable. So I've got to go to town later on, so I'll pick up some of the tape, but for now I'm going to just use the Scotch tape to tape the foam in the container. Okay, next you're going to want to take your flowers, and you're just going to cut your flowers at different heights and just place them in your foam, and they should go in really easy. So just go all the way around your little plastic container, placing your flowers. So it's going to take quite a few flowers, so I'm just going to randomly place some. I will want in the center some taller ones, so I'm going to kind of do the shorter ones around the edge and taller ones in the center. So give me just a little bit, and I'll come back when I get this fuller. We are not finished yet, but I just wanted to show you how it's looking. So we just have been randomly placing them using a variety of colors and different types of mums and flowers. So Walmart has a lot of pretty flowers. They had a lot of roses too, so it would be real pretty if you wanted to add some roses in this also. But I just wanted to show you right now how it's looking. So we're just starting, as you can see, we kind of did around the outer edge first, and then I will cut some taller ones for the center next. Okay guys, this is how it looks. And we still had a few flowers left over, but not very many. So it's nice and really full. I just love these fall colors. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to take our pumpkin. My daughter did that. Okay, and you're going to take your wreath. Let me remove the price tag. And right now, Christmas, I believe, is half off. This little wreath was $9.99, but I got it half off. And what I'm going to do is I am going to take some of the little foam mounting dots, but you can use hot glue if you want. I'm just gonna add some around it and glue on my little wreath. I forgot to mention, when you're picking out your pumpkin, try to get one that's pretty level. The top of your pumpkin's pretty level. Okay, so we added the double-sided sticky dots, and I am just going to put my wreath on top. Okay, and like I said, you can use a few dots of hot glue also if you would like. And then we are ready to add our little bouquet of flowers. And it just sits right in there, guys. So simple and easy to do. Didn't take long at all, and it makes a beautiful centerpiece. Now you'll want to make sure and keep your foam nice and wet. I would probably check it every 2 or 3 days. My grandmother always took a little spray bottle and misted her flowers in her foam about every 3 days, but you'll need to make sure that your foam does not dry out. And usually these fresh flowers will stay pretty for 4 or 5 days, but just make sure you don't let your foam get dry. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you like this video. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, and I will clean up this mess and show you how it looks on my table in just a second. Okay guys, the dots that I was using from Dollar Tree, they were falling right off, but I really don't think it matters, because if your pumpkin is pretty level, see, this whole little arrangement lifts right up. And I mean, you can just lift the little plastic container out to refill the water. So if your pumpkin's pretty level, you don't have to glue the little wreath on unless you just really want to. So mine just sits on there just fine. So unless you have little kids or, you know, family members that are just really nosy and pick things apart, then I don't think it has to be glued on unless you just want to. So I'll place it in the center in just a second. I measured the bottom of my pumpkin, and it measures 9 inches across the bottom, and it is 7 inches tall. I know someone would probably ask me, so I went ahead and measured it. So 9 across the bottom, 7 inches tall. And I forgot to mention at the beginning that I did wash my pumpkin before I started. I just used some cold water and a paper towel. And the guy where we bought our pumpkin said this one is called Porcelain Doll. So I haven't looked it up to double check to make sure, but he had all kinds of pumpkins, and this is just the one I chose. I just kind of like how it looks like somebody splattered some green paint on it. So I hope you like this pumpkin floral arrangement. I really like adding the little wreath on it. It kind of changes it up a bit. So let me know what you think, and let me know if you make one. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Y'all are always so sweet. I really appreciate each and every one of y'all, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much.